I'm going to quote from a statement made by James Mattis, former Defense Secretary and retired Marine Corps General. General Mattis published his thoughts following nationwide protests in June 2020, and in response to the use of force against peaceful protesters in our nation's capital, as well as to a photo op for the president with military leaders alongside. Remember that. So here is some of what General Mattis wrote at that time. He wrote in the Atlantic magazine. I quote General Mattis: "The words equal justice under law are carved in the pediment of the United States Supreme Court. This is precisely what protesters are rightly demanding. It is a wholesome and unifying demand, one that all of us should be able to get behind. We must not be distracted by a small number of lawbreakers. The protests are defined by tens of thousands of people of conscience who are insisting that we live up to our values as people, and our values as a nation." Back to General Mattis. When I joined the military some 50 years ago, I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution. Never did I dream that troops taking that same oath would be ordered under any circumstances to violate the constitutional rights of their fellow citizens. We must reject any thinking of our cities as a battle space that our uniformed military is called to dominate. At home, we should use our military only when requested to do so on very rare occasions by state governors. Militarizing our response sets up a conflict, a false conflict, between the military and civilian society. It erodes the moral ground that ensures a trusted bond between the men and women in uniform and the society they are sworn to protect and of which they themselves are a part. Keeping public order rests with civilian, state, and local leaders who best understand their communities and are answerable to them. We do not need to militarize our response to protests. We need instead to unite around a common purpose, and it starts by guaranteeing that all of us are equal before the law. Donald Trump is the first president in my lifetime Donald Trump is the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people. He does not even pretend to. Instead, he tries to divide us. Well, we can unite without him. We can unite without him by drawing on the strengths of our civil society. We can come through this trying time stronger and with a renewed sense of purpose and respect for one another. We know that we are better than the abuse of executive authority. And we must reject and hold accountable those in office who would make a mockery of the Constitution. At the same time, we must remember Lincoln's better angels and listen to them as we work to unite. End of quotation. I submit to you that General Mattis's words from 5 years ago apply even more powerfully to what we citizens are facing today. Thank you for your attention.
So Duluth, are you ready for Constitution 101? So the United States Constitution is under attack today, not by those of us, we might be called the insurrectionists. We are not the insurrectionists. The insurrectionists are the people we elected to run our government. So we are for the Constitution. Now, is the Constitution perfect? No. But the thing to do when something is not perfect is to fix it, not break it. So today we're going to demonstrate just how broken it's being made now. Right now there are 7 articles in the Constitution, 4 of which are being violated by the administration. 4 out of 7. There are 25 amendments and 13 of them are being violated by this administration. And we're going to show you how it works. Boo, right? So, I'm going to call the amendments up. Number 4. Walk over here and stand behind. Come over here. Okay. The 4th Amendment guarantees no unreasonable search and seizure. What does it guarantee? Number 5 guarantees due process under law. What does number 5 guarantee? Due process. Number 6, fair trials, guaranteed fair trials. What does the 6th do? Fair trials. Number 8 guarantees no cruel or unusual punishment. What's number 8? No cruel or unusual punishment. So these amendments are all being attacked by ICE, a masked internal police force with a budget larger than the Russian military. No kidding. No kidding. They are sanctioned to racially profile, seize without warrant, and detain without due process. There are over 61,000 people in ICE detention right now, and most denied the rights guaranteed by this to every person in the United States. These are not for just one type of people. These rights are for everybody in the United States. So, sorry, amendments, you're done. Step down. Go down. So all 5, there are 5 amendments in our Constitution which are designed to expand voting rights. They are the 15th, which enfranchises blacks and people of all races. The 19th, votes for women. The 23rd, votes if you live in D.C. The 24th, no poll taxes. And the 26th enfranchises 18-year-olds. Now, these amendments are threatened by an act called the SAVE Act. It's passed Congress. It has not gone through the Senate yet. Keep the pressure on our senators that it will never go through the Senate. That SAVE Act threatens 69 million women whose names now do not match the names on their birth certificate. Will have a very hard time being able to register to vote. It sets documentary standards and a requirement for in-person registration showing these documents that will particularly hurt lower income, younger, and the members of our BIPOC communities. So in contrast to these amendments, which our forefathers and mothers put in the Constitution to expand voting rights, to say that is trying to diminish them. Boo. So you're done. So we're not done. The First Amendment. Free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to assembly. The 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment. At that, birthright citizenship. So I ask you, how many of you were born in the United States? That's why you're citizens. Okay, that's what birthright citizenship is. If you're born here, you're a citizen. And the 22nd Amendment prohibits third terms for presidents. These amendments are under direct attack by the President of the United States himself. So you all step down. And then there's another amendment that's being lifted up but still being perverted, and that's our Second Amendment. Now, while we think and agree that the right to bear arms is a fundamental freedom and ought to be protected, the other part of that is a well-regulated militia. And given that there have been 503 mass shootings in 2024 and 308 so far this year, does that sound like a well-ordered militia to you? No. So 5,000 people have been killed in mass shootings in the last 10 years. That's an abuse of this amendment. So you step down. Now we're just actually getting started, but we'll be done in a second. So Articles 1, now those are the amendments. The Constitution itself, Articles 1, 2, and 3 guarantee separation of power. For example, setting the rules of Congress for setting things like the budget and the power of the purse. Article 2 limits the executive power of the president and guarantees habeas corpus. The 3 sets up an independent judiciary. And I tell you, all those guardrails which we hope were in place, they are very shaky right now. So, sorry, you can step down. So, given all of that, I represent the Article 6, which is that guarantees that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and I don't have a chance.
That I take this oath freely. Without any mental reservations. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties. As a citizen of the United States of America. So help me God.
First of all, I should say, my name is Jordan. I'm with the co-convener with Duluth Indivisible. And it's my honor and privilege to introduce an 8-time Minnesota Music Award winner, Paul Mesta, and Alice Barhawk, with their world premiere of No King song that just came out this week. So please welcome them to our stage.
Announced, we just finished it a couple days ago. I got the inspiration from my buddy Al Sparhawk, who has tweeted about a certain group of politicians, and he said they're fool after fool after fool. And I said, that is the start of a song. So we're gonna do it. So I worked on it all summer, and you can find it either at my website, paulmetz.com, or plug in my name to Bandcamp. But we're gonna teach it to you the first, so you can sing along. Is that pretty boomy, Mike? Should I go to the other mic? Is that okay? Okay. So here's how the fool after fool after fool goes up after every verse, and it goes like this. Fool after fool. Oh yeah, let me introduce Al Sparhawk. Oliver Jane, she plays with me every Friday at Carmony's for happy hour. And if you've been to Duluth protests for the last 40 years, there's a good chance you've seen John Ward and Lori Hatton. So here's how the fool after fool after fool goes. They're just fool after fool after fool. Fool after fool after. Sing it with me now. Fool after fool after fool. Fool after fool after fool. Okay, that's the easy part. Now where we really need your help is on the chorus, and it goes like this. We'll do it slow to start. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. One more time. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. You sound beautiful. All right, and before the record, do we have any Iron Range Patriots here? All right, let's, we're gonna think of Tommy Rookavina today. And the record is dedicated to the late, great memory of Senator Paul Wellstone. They are banning the books they ain't read, obeying the voices that they hear in their head. They like to say they are more righteous than you. They're just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool after fool. They banish the woman, silence their voice in clothes hanger alleys with no other choice. They handcuff the doctors and the scientists too. They're just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool after fool. They mask up like faces, roll up to your stool, round up the stools, the unbroken rules, in farms and factories, in fancy hotels. If your skin's coffee colored, you're on a highway to hell. No king, no crown, not ever, not now. No king, no crown, not ever, not now. They got alligator prisons, jackboot police. They'll take grandma and grandpa, a nephew or niece. That man selling ice cream, he'll be gone too. They're just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool after fool. They pardon the criminals who beat up the cop, even know who's pled guilty with flagpoles and rocks. Even until innocent too, and they just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool after fool.
They're robbing the veterans, wounded in war. Shut the suicide hotlines, close the hospital doors. They call us suckers and losers, for red, white, and blue. They're just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool.
Now sing the chorus. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now.
Their God that is fire cuts them up from a fall. Behind their hollow curtain, there ain't no God at all. They say for kicking go to heaven, but
They'll go to heaven riding King Solomon's mule, but they're just fool after fool after fool, fool after fool after fool. If we stand together, we become bulletproof, like old Paul Revere shouting up to the roof. Good to remember and repeat after me. One if by land and two if by sea. History will be recorded and quick to condemn the cowardly traitors, both women and men. But it's good to remember and time this by 10. There's way more of us than there are. Let's sing it well. There's way more of us than there are. Let's sing it. There's way more of us than there are of them. There's way more of us than there are. Chorus. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. No kings, no crown, not ever. Now one more time. No kings, no crown, not ever, not now. God bless America. Stand strong. Keep it rocking.
come on, ladies, that was good. Come on, listen.
Come on, give it up for them.
Kage go ma ni kamin sing. We resent in the go chip we monk be shown into a time. Way we need Ninda Yawa o ma dungum. Nimi kuchu any mark so go gishe manito. Di mata zio gishikakae. Anime Kage Ginawa. Welcome everybody here to the place called the Little Portage. In Ojibwe, we always think about other nations that have been here before us, the Great Dakota Nation, the Cree, the Sac and Fox, other nations that were here before us as Ojibwe people. But before I go any further, I want to ask you to give it up again for that beautiful sound we just heard. Thank you for that respect. You know that sound is the sound of our Mother Earth, the heartbeat. Our Mother Earth is the source of life. She is not a resource. We want to live. So we have a beautiful day today before us. We have opportunity to do some good work that is necessary. Remember, the children are watching the things that you do, how you get through your adversarial moments in life. We have some of those here now, today. I want to contextualize America truthfully. Some necessities of community structure is leadership, protection, sustenance, learning, medicine. We have a soul wound. You and I have been born into a society whose genesis is barbarian, an ethos of violence and death, a gun culture, hyper-masculine and patriarchal, highly addictive, extremely stressful, highly sexualized, hate-filled, lawless, toxic culture that you and I have been indoctrinated and conditioned for a paradigm. Three things: dominion over all things, a hierarchy of life, and a male transcendent God. We see problems. I care for this country, but the leadership's behavior and actions bring shame and hardships. A society led by a cabal of sociopaths with sadistic inclinations, whose decadent lifestyles and pleasure and luxury, filled with debauchery, where drunkenness and reckless sexual behavior is rampant, and driven by avarice or insatiable greed. These are not our heroes. The wealth of the nation has been squandered. A true community needs respect and accountability, where community members have obligations and responsibilities. Given the conditions imposed upon us today here in America, we must redefine community response and risk-taking. We need an ethic of risk. This begins with the recognition that we cannot guarantee decisive changes in the near future or even in our lifetime. An ethic that is propelled by the equally vital recognition that to stop resisting, even when success is unimaginable, is to die. The death that accompanies passivity, acquiescence, and obedience to overwhelming problems is multidimensional. Physical death, death of the imagination, death of the ability to care. The ethic of risk is characterized by three elements: a redefinition of responsible action, grounding in community, and strategic risk-taking. Responsible action can mean the creation of a matrix in which further actions are possible, the creation of the conditions of possibility for desired change. The aim is simple. We can prevent our own capitulation to structural evil. We can provide a heritage of persistence, imagination, and solidarity. There are overwhelming and tremendous forces against us, but we fight anyway. It's about our dignity. It's who we are. We must protect our dignity. The soul is real. If we don't stand up against these forces of evil, our soul could die. We may not win, but we must save our soul. Western colonialism may speak of an American history. Native people speak of an American Holocaust. The American Holocaust is our experience. It is our testimony. We continue to resist colonialism, capitalism, racism, patriarchy, and now fascism. Native America has held fast to the traditional spiritual center of our way of life. Native civilization is represented by a political, social, and economic system that radiated out from a religious center through the communal network of extended family and kinship. Native America still stands. It has survived the Holocaust. It has endured the propaganda. As veterans in this struggle against colonialism, capitalism, racism, patriarchy, and now fascism, we are still in the field. Native people do not share the assumptions and mythologies of their oppressors. The tribe as a metaphor for community is dangerous to those insidious forces of evil. It is dangerous because it is a symbol for the strength of the oppressed. It's an inclusive symbol. Let go of the myths and the images and the empty promises. Now is the time to decide. Stand up, step up, speak up, join hands in a strong bond of kinship. A factor in the ability to resist multiple oppressions that cripple human life is the belief that the natural response to oppression, ignorance, evil, and mystification is wide awake resistance. We believe that the natural response to stress and crisis is not breakdown and capitulation, but transformation and renewal. We have a lot of work to do. Thank you.
Come on, give it up one more time for Ricky DeFoe. He is one who speaks the truth at all times. And part of what we're facing today is connected to organized money. And I'm deeply, deeply grateful to have our former treasurer of the AFL-CIO, a former math teacher, and our current state auditor, Julie Blaha.
Hey, while we're getting to a new mic, let's hear it for audits! Okay, only here does that ever work. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Patriots! My name is Julie Blaha, and I'm your state auditor. I oversee about $60 billion in government activity, mostly at the local level, where we really live. And we do that to protect your freedom to make decisions in your own community. Let's hear it for the freedom to act together at home. We're cheering. Let's also give up one more time for Indivisible, for 5051, for everyone who put this together today. It's amazing. Amazing. And I love all the symbolism of this. And in fact, now, unfortunately, a lot of you did get the memo, but I didn't figure out the yellow thing until I came up from Ramsey until I was about in North Branch. But luckily, I did find something. But as I put this on, this is why the group had asked us to wear yellow when we can. Yellow is the bright, unmistakable reminder that millions of us stand together in the belief that America belongs to its people, not kings. Let's hear it for wearing yellow. Yeah. And for those of you can notice, yeah, this is not just any vest. This is a lace vest. It's couture. I have rally couture. That is how dedicated we need to be to this fight. Now I gotta tell you though, this does feel a little bit unnatural to me. You know, I wasn't exactly the girl in high school that everyone called up to coordinate outfits. I know some of you went to parties in high school. Bless you. I was a math person. And you know, I also worked with a lot of people that are very focused on their spreadsheet. They're very focused on their day-to-day work and are not used to coming out to an event like this. But this is a new day. And let's hear it for, by the way, are there any nerds in the crowd? I'm gonna try that again. A lot of you raised your hand. You're supposed to cheer. Are there any nerds in the crowd? All right. Do we have any accountants? Work for us. Any insurance adjusters? Any introverts? Yeah! That's very good. I am very impressed with you. Thank you for what you just did there. But hey, let's keep this going. Any retirees in the crowd? Any union members in the crowd? Yeah. Any grandparents in the crowd? Parents in the crowd? Aunts and uncles? Bonus parents. I'm a bonus parent. Unofficial aunties and uncles. We're all here for our family, and however you define that to be. And finally, are there any patriots in this crowd? Yeah, that's what's got the billionaires and their cronies worried. All right? This is why they desperately want people to believe that we hate America or that we are even terrorists. Oh, by the way, that's just from Tom Emmer. And by the way, Congressman Emmer, I'm your constituent. I don't know what you've been seeing. Well, maybe he hasn't been seeing much, but he doesn't spend a lot of time talking to voters. But anybody who wants money to be in charge instead of the people should be worried, because coming together loud and proud works. And we know it. Whether it was because when we see that even when the military goes into a city, they don't stay very long because people push them back. They didn't stay long in DC, they're not going to stay long in Portland, and they're not going to stay long in Chicago, and they better not come to Minnesota. All of you who showed up for Palestine, for Gaza, know that it works, because the only reason Trump paid attention to this is because you were out in the streets making sure no one forgot what was happening to the Palestinians, and you deserve the Nobel Prize way before Trump did. Well done. Shoot, we got Jimmy Kimmel back on the air, right? Now let's get Colbert, huh? All right, well, because we know that ultimately this is patriotism, right? We know that welcoming the stranger is patriotic. We know that helping your neighbor is patriotic. We know that standing up for what you believe in is patriotic. And to me as an auditor, keeping your promises is patriotic. Thank you. Making sure people keep their promises is basically what I do. In our office, we make sure you say what you're going to do and you do what you say. And you know, before this, America was known for being a reliable trading partner. Our federal government was known for programs that were generally considered low risk and dependable. But now we have a wannabe king who's prone to tantrums any toddler would envy. But instead of breaking his toys, no, he is breaking his promises. He is breaking promises to each other that we made to each other when he cut SNAP benefits. That are not only is that going to hurt people experiencing food insecurity, but it's going to hurt a grocery store that's fighting to stay open in rural Minnesota. It's going to hurt our hospitals. It is going to hurt our farmers. And they're already dealing with a few other things right now too. He breaks his promises to our kids by threatening to pull back funding already allocated if they dare try to educate all of their students. Who's going to stand up for our kids and their right to learn? You know, he's breaking his promises to working people, particularly those of us in the trades, by stopping projects that will say protect the environment mid-build. He's breaking promises to allies around the world with random tariffs based more on who gives him pretty little toys than protecting American markets. And in fact, no surprise, he's wrecking our markets too. So what this adds up to in America is less respect, it adds up to less security, and it adds up to less money in our pockets. We won't stand for that. So what do we do? What are we going to do? Now, I want to give a little credit to Education Minnesota President Monica Byron and her team for the next few things I say here. First thing, do not submit when pressured to manipulate data, leave a student behind, cross a picket line, endanger your neighbors, or break your promises. We will not submit. Say that with me. We will not submit. Do not comply when you are pressured to break the rules to benefit a few millionaires. We will not comply. Let's say it. We will not comply. And do not stay silent when you see people demeaned, devalued, or demonized. So say it with me. We will not be silent. So let's keep saying that. We will not be silent. Oh, you know what? If we want to do a cheer. Oh, I've got one. Okay, you might be surprised that in the office of the state auditor, we don't do a lot of cheers. For good people, but not a cheering people. So let me do one of my favorites. And that is, of course, the democracy one. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, everybody, tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
One more time, tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Do not doubt that what we are doing is working. Do not doubt, because the wannabe kings sure don't. We will keep coming together. We're going to keep being loud. We're going to keep our promises because we're strong. We're just. We are patriots, and that is how we protect America. Let's do this. Thank you.
As we continue to say, in this country we have no king. We have no king. We have no kings in this country. And now, welcome Cole DeMiglio, who is going to send us off today.
This is the most American thing I've ever seen. So I'm going to play a song that hopefully you guys can all sing along with me. It was written a long time ago and has been played in a lot of moments just like this. So I'll sing it once through, teach you guys it. Some of you probably already know it. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Over this land.
and over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out a love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land, over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all